to the Nerd Dimension. We're talking about The Bad Batch Season 1. I'm disappointed, but we'll get into it. So basically, there was a lot I loved about this season. The animation has came so far since the original Clone Wars, Rebels, Resistance, whatever else. The quality in the animation, even from Season 7 of the Clone Wars to now, is just enhanced so much beautifully. The graphics, stunning. The locations, absolutely beautiful, just amazing. Some of the best animation I've seen. There was a lot of lore in this. I love seeing the Commando Troopers and Clone Commandos even, sorry. I love seeing the start of the Empire. We got a glimpse into Order 66, which the first episode of this season, what was it, 70 minutes? Was it 3 episodes in one episode basically? That was the best part of this entire season. I loved Cad Bane's cameo. Love seeing him. We saw him in 2 episodes. That was an excellent way to end an episode. Him and Hunter, he captures Omega, which they got back in the next episode anyway, of course. So there wasn't as much tension there, but I did like seeing him square off with Fennec Shan. And I'm excited to see Fennec Shan in the Book of Boba Fett. So it was really good seeing her younger years and how capable she is in this series. I mean, the music they used in the series as well was absolutely phenomenal. It really was. There was a lot of music taken from old Star Wars things like A New Hope, Attack of the Clones, just similar sounds that we're familiar with from John Williams, and I really like those wee things added into this show. And just honestly, the animation and everything, they brought it to the next step. But let's move on to my problems with this season as a whole. Like, first of all, I'll mention the finale. Episode 16, Camino Lost. The entire episode just picks up where part 1 left off, when it's just getting hellfire rained on it from space. The Empire is just 3 Star Destroyers destroying these cities. The Popa city's getting obliterated. The entire episode is them trying to escape. Just trying to escape the structures, which of course they do. There's a couple character moments between Crosshair and some of his brothers, but overall, I thought it was a really weak finale. Part 1 was leagues above Part 2, which was supposed to be the actual finale. It's the last episode of the season, and Part 1 was just leagues above. So much more exciting, so much more action. We all thought of Qui-Gon when we seen that fish attacking the tube system as well.
There's always a bigger fish.
We all thought that, so I'll give them that. I like that. I really like seeing Crosshair interact with his brothers for a full episodes. Crosshair's my favourite. I think this season has done him dirty. It's lacked too much Crosshair. There should have been far more Crosshair in this series. He was my favourite in season 7 of the Clone Wars. He's just the best. He's the best out of the whole group. He really is. And I think he was totally underused this season. Just so many missions, side missions, filler episodes spent doing missions for Sid, some mob boss, like whatever, you need to pay this debt, you need to make some money, oh, our ship's broke down. Just silly episodes that, fair enough, you get character moments, but we can still get those character moments in more dire situations when there's more tension. One of my favourite episodes is when they hunted them down and they're on that old Jedi starship, and Crosshair has them turn on the engines and they have to escape, and then Crosshair ends up getting injured and you think, is that deactivated his inhibitor chip? And it was never fully explained. Did he take it out himself? Did that damage it? How long has he had it out? But he made his point pretty clear on where he stands and what his feelings are. And I really like the character. I thought after part 1 of the finale that he would be coming back to the team, and I'm so excited. The way he saved them with that trick shot that he done in season 7 of Clone Wars, it's just, I love all that, and his voice, his snakiness, his whole style, everything about him. I think he is cool. He's one of the best clones. In fact, he is my favourite clone out of all the clones, and second is Rex, which again, he had his 1 episode cameo. I thought we would have saw Rex again. We never. I thought we might have seen like we never seen a lightsaber again after the first episode with Caleb Doom and Bella Palabra when they had their lightsabers and Order 66 was executed and they were gunned down and Caleb escaped. Just we never saw a lightsaber after that, and fair enough, there was a couple good cameos, but I thought we had a big cameo at the end. I thought we might have got Darth Vader in the finale coming after them, and they just escaped by the skin of their teeth. But maybe Vader captured Omega. I don't know. Something. I know Vader's off becoming Vader right now, and he's like he's following the missions in the comics that he's going to go get his crystal and to make it bleed and whatnot. But I thought we would have got something a bit like, even if at the very end when Nala says arrives at the Empire, she's getting taken in, and the scientist that comes out dressed awfully similar to Dr. Persian in The Mandalorian, she comes out and I just feel like says, "Oh, we've been a big admirer of your work for some time. We love her science or whatever." I think that would have been much more impactful if it was somebody we know. And what if just the smoke and then just hear and walks out Vader, and then he says something menacing to her. Maybe grabs her a little by the throat, or maybe he just ignites his lightsaber and puts up to her and says something. "You served the Empire greatly." Fuck knows, right? Fuck knows. I thought we would have got something more epic than we did for the finale and the season overall. Too many side quests, too many filler episodes, not enough like building on or touching on one of the most pivotal points in Star Wars just after Order 66 and the annihilation of the Jedi, the rise of the Empire. Such a pivotal point, and that's one of the reasons I was so excited for this show, was because when it's set, the timeline, one of the reasons I ended up falling in love with Rebels is because when it's set, there's lightsabers and the characters are good. Don't get me wrong, I love the characters in this season, but I've got a problem with Tech and Echo. Echo is horribly misunderused. I forget he's there half the time. I always forget he's part of the squad. Like, what does he do that Tech does differently? He puts his little screwdriver arm into a wall and unlocks the door. Oh wait, no, the alarm went off. What's his use? I really just, I don't know. I feel like he was just so underused. I don't really care for him. I cared for Echo in Clone Wars though. I really liked Echo in Clone Wars. I liked all Rex's squad, you know what I mean? Fives, everyone else. I loved it. But in this, it's just, who is Echo? I don't even realise he's there half the time, do you know what I mean? Is him and Tech are just very similar, and I don't care all that much for Tech. Wrecker, I like Wrecker. He's got that kind of, he's just a brute, but he's got that childlike charm and personality, a bit like myself, so I relate to Wrecker in that way. And Hunter, I think he's just pretty cool, but they're making him soft. Definitely. His attachment to Omega. To be fair, we saw that he cared and tried to help Caleb Doom, so I guess it is a part of his core personality. And but by far, Crosshair is my favourite, just by far out of all of them. And I don't think. Do you think he'll ever be part of the squad again? Because I don't. It doesn't look like it. He's made it pretty clear he wants to be on the winning side. He wants to be part of the Empire. The Empire are going to rule. He's superior. They need to take their place and follow orders like good soldiers. And I'm excited to see where Crosshair goes from here. Do you know what I mean? I was really surprised when he turned away and looked over this Camino in the sunshine, by the way. I didn't even know it could get sunny there. There was no rain. I was just looking over the destruction of Capoca City, and it's just the water and the sunlight. And he turns around and looks away. I thought at the last second he was going to run and get on the ship. He never. So that's quite interesting. I do like that, but I feel like in the last episode they spent far too much time in Camino in this one place trying to escape this structure. There was moments of tension, there was good character moments, but overall for a finale, it was a good ep, but for a finale, it missed the mark for me personally, and a lot of episodes this season really missed the mark for me. They really did. Anything to do with side missions, kind of filler adventures, they all sucked. It was all like I enjoyed seeing Chopper, one of my favourite droids, but again, wasn't the biggest fan of that episode either. And we met this clone Hauser, and we never see him again, and he didn't seem to be affected by the inhibitor shit. There's just a lot of questions I still have, and just a lot that I thought this season, a lot of episodes dragged. I thought there was a lot of pacing issues throughout the whole season, and now and then we got a pretty sick episode that got me excited for the following week's episode. And then the following week would come, and I'm like, yeah, what is this shit? What is this? Do you know what I mean? But overall this season, I'd give it a 6 out of 10. Just because there was so much I liked about it. Animation was stunning, the music was incredible, the action in a lot of episodes were great when there was action going on and there was tension. I wasn't the biggest fan. They used the stun blasters a lot, I guess. We don't want to kill their brothers, but it's Star Wars, come on, get those blasters. Just use normal blasters. Even the noise the stun blaster makes, like, I don't like the noise of it. That blue donut ring. It doesn't make that noise, but the noise it makes, I can't stand. I really can't stand. And just stick to the blasters. The clones are kind of not aging out, but getting pushed out. It's all TK troopers now, all clone troopers. You take that safety off, and you blast a TK clone stormtroopers. You blast a stormtroopers to hell! Anyway, I don't know where season 2 is going to go, but I'm excited that it's a season 2 because I'm intrigued with this time in Star Wars. I do really enjoy these characters, especially Crosshair, but I do like the Bad Batch. I hope in the next season, Omega's got a whole new look. Get that outfit going. Maybe get her a bandana, do you know what I mean? Let her hair darken up a bit. She's a bit more experienced, a bit more out in the battlefield, just growing. Maybe age her a few years. I'm not too, that was one thing I was wondering as well. How much time has passed from episode 1 to the end of the finale? How much time has passed in all that time? I really can't gauge it at all. I really can't. I've tried to think about it and I can't figure it out. So who actually knows how long it's been? If anybody knows, please let me know in the comments. I'd like to know, but overall, how good season 7 of the Clone Wars was, minus Ahsoka's arc, but I really like Ahsoka and I enjoyed elements of those episodes, even though I didn't really care much for the Marquez twins, or sisters, sorry. But that aside, of course they made an appearance in this show, but that aside, I did enjoy a lot of Ahsoka's journey within that arc. I love that season as a whole. Meeting the Bad Batch, Ahsoka's little arc slowed it down, but it did do a lot for her. And then moving on to the finale, which was the Siege of Mandalore, which was just absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible, with the fight with Darth Maul and Ahsoka and just everything. Honestly though, Ray Park's motion capture performance was just incredible. That was the best lightsaber fight in the whole series. I mean, one that comes to mind was Palpatine versus Darth Maul and Savage Opress. Amazing, what a fight. One of my favourite lightsaber duels in all of Star Wars, along with Ahsoka's once I saw that. I still say Ahsoka versus Darth Maul, I prefer over the Sidious and Maul, but that's what it is. The show, the Bad Batch series, could have dived a lot more into Star Wars lore and saw more characters. I would have liked to have seen, who wouldn't have liked to have saw a lightsaber in the finale? Maybe have Obi-Wan Kenobi appear for some reason. I mean, did he just go to Tatooine and just stay there? The Obi-Wan Kenobi series is going to come out. I doubt he's going to just be on Tatooine the entire show, do you know what I mean? The entire series. So who knows, but overall, 6 out of 10. It was not lackluster. The action was amazing. There was a lot of exciting moments in it. I do dig the characters, and I'm not going to give up on the show, that's for sure. I'm excited to see what comes next. Omega really did grow on me throughout the episodes. She became more likeable. She wasn't a little damsel in distress all the time, the annoying kid character that everybody needs to protect and solve focused on her and her issues and problems or whatever. She's really grown and really brings her own, and she has a really unique kind of take on things, and we actually find out that she's actually every member of the Bad Batch's big sister. She was there when they were created. Don't know how much older she is in years, or I can't do the clone math because obviously they've got accelerated aging. She's got de-accelerated age, not de-accelerated aging. Does she age like Boba or what? Or is she 20 years old? Who knows? But we knew there was a lot of things in this series as well. Like finding out Boba Fett was Alpha. I love that. She was Alpha. He was Alpha. She was Omega. But does she have any enhancements, or is she just the main, like pure, proper genetic copy of Jango Fett? Is the same way Boba Fett is, and that's why they wanted her, so that they can continue making clones. I guess they ran out. They ran out of genetic material to make more clones, and the Empire are flushing them out. So, of course, they're going to destroy Kamino, destroy their labs, and they're taking in their best scientists, so that Palpatine could probably use it to clone his own body, which we see Snoke and clone chambers in the future. We've seen things in the Mandalorian for cloning and stuff, Dr. Persian and whatnot. It's a lot of interesting stuff, but I really thought we could possibly see the Bad Batch save Grogu during Order 66 from the Jedi Temple. Before this series came out, I really thought that. That was wishful thinking. Didn't happen, but it is what it is. Anyway, I don't know what else to say about the show. Overall, I will rewatch it again. I'll watch through it again. Instead of waiting week to week, I'll maybe just fly through a few episodes, binge 4 here and there, and just try and get it all, watch it in a more condensed package. Maybe I'll feel differently the second time around, but who knows. Anyway, what did you think of the Bad Batch? What do you think? Where do you think season 2 is going to go? Do you think Crosshair will ever come back to the squad? And what did you think of this series overall? What did you think of the finale? Do you agree with my thoughts? What's your thoughts? Let me know in the comments down below. And anyway, if you like this video, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.